when we have a budget, we need to be careful to honor God through our income. It says in verse 9 and 10, honor the Lord with your possessions and with the first fruits of all your increase. So your barns will be filled with plenty and your vats will overflow with new wine. So the first thing is you give God, or you plan to give God what belongs to Him. And that should be your first step when you draw a budget. Without that, it is not good actually to go ahead with the other expenses. Some people say, yes, I want to give to the kingdom of God, but you know what? I have a lot of expenses. I want to tell you, when you put God first, everything else is taken care of automatically, because God gets into the scene and you begin to see breakthroughs in your life. So I want to encourage you, choose to do that. No matter how hard it seems or appears to be, do it and you'll see the blessings of God. The second thing that we need to do is, when you have gotten into debts, one of the things that you need to do is to pay off the debts every month as much as possible in the earlier phase, because that way you can actually save paying on the interest. For example, you've gotten a loan for 20 years. They try to recover the maximum interest in the first 5 years or 10 years. So if you try to pay more than what you're supposed to pay as repayment, then you actually save on the interest. Now also, if it's a credit card loan, after giving God what belongs to Him and sowing into His kingdom, try to pay your monthly or your bill for your cards regularly. Don't default it. You may say, if I pay that, I need to cut off on spending on my food and this and that. I tell you, let it be so. Maybe you can cut off spending on restaurants or spending on some vacation, or even maybe cut off. You try to see how you can downsize your spending even on your regular expenses. It's okay to adjust our spending for a season so that later on you can go free from the clutches of these debts. So that's something very important that we need to do.